Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry that I popped up for a spontaneous live this morning and not told any of you about it, but I just thought, I've got my grungy old makeup top on. Just ignore me. But I thought I would show you live some of the face masks in case anyone's interested, but there is absolutely no expectation if you're not interested. Just thought you might like to see them, you might like to see what materials I've used, etc, etc. So anyway, this is one of my face masks. Hello, Bushra. So I might put on a bit of makeup in a minute, but I wanted to show you my face masks that I've been making. So here is one of them. I'm going to put this one on so that you can see. This is the lilac one, obviously. Now what it does is it has slipping off my ears, but you see I've got little toggles so that you can adjust it. You can adjust it to your shape of your face. So you just pull that behind there like that, and then this you pull out like that, and then here you've got a nose wire so that you can put it around the nose. Okay, so that's what it looks like. That's what my masks look like. They're based on a surgical... Hello! I'm just showing off my face mask so that if anyone is interested, they can see them up close and personal. So that's what it looks like, okay? And then inside, so you'll see there's the toggle so that you can adjust them around your ears. Okay, and you just pull that tight until you've got a good fit around your face. And then you've got your little nose wire in the center, and I've put in for those that I've sent already, I've put in a spare one in case, a couple of spare ones. By the way, I wore this yesterday, which is why it's got foundation on at the back. I've put in a couple of spare nose wires in case it falls out in the wash. It doesn't. I've been washing mine. They don't tend to, but in case they do. And then you've got this pocket inside, and what the pocket is for is you can put a filter in, but you don't need to get the filters. You can actually just use dry wipes, any non-woven material, and that will act as a filter. So you don't have to go and spend a fortune on what somebody is marketing as filters if you don't want to. What my sister said she loved about these is actually they're cooler in the hot weather than some of the disposable ones, okay? Now, I'm going to put the prices up underneath this video, but basically the plain ones I'm doing for one for £4.50, two for £8, three for 10, okay, plus P&P, if anybody wants them. Now, there is one disadvantage. I'm going to act like I am doing a first impression review of my own masks. There is one disadvantage to these masks, is that when you wash them, the pleats come out, and I didn't like that. So I've been experimenting, and I found out on the internet. By the way, good morning to Rebecca. Rebecca, you're up early, aren't you? I've been experimenting, and apparently you can treat the fabric with a solution of water and white vinegar, which I have done. I've tested it on this, so that basically it makes the pleats permanent. Now, I've tested it on this, one, to see, does it smell of vinegar? Because that wouldn't be very nice and wouldn't be very hygienic. And secondly, but does it work? So I'm going to wash this one later to see, because, and then you can let me know if you want me to treat your fabric with this white vinegar and water solution to keep the pleats. Otherwise, when you wash it, it just sort of ends up looking a bit like that. You know, it still works, but the pleats have gone, and I quite like the pleats, so I'm just being a bit fussy. But anyway, so that's one of the masks. Now this is the lilac. I've got quite a few of the lilac. I thought I'd show you some of the designs. So I've got, I love lilac, so I had to order lilac. Now, if there's any particular colours that people want, I can always get them in if there's a popular request, and you know a lot of people are buying them, then I can get any fabric in. I've bought all sorts of different fabrics, but let me just show you some of the ones that I've made up. And I've got to show you I've got to show you this. I haven't made any of these up yet, but I've also got this fabric for my followers. So it's got little lipstick and mascara, and these are going to be a little bit more expensive because this fabric cost a bit more. I'll put the prices up. I can't remember what I said, but I worked it out. They're going to be a bit more expensive than just the plain fabric ones, but not too much more. I've still tried to keep it competitive. I just want to get the money back for my materials, basically. And I don't think I'm being greedy in the prices. But anyway, so this is the makeup fabric. So I thought I've got to get that. Well, check my seams before you say that, Rebecca. Okay, so that's the makeup fabric, which I thought was quite cute. Okay, and talking of, so there's also another bespoke fabric, which is Ali M's Beauty. Now this one is my sample one, as I said. So the Ali M's Beauty is a bit off center, but that is because I wanted to use it for a demonstration. And this is Ali M's Beauty. Now these are going to be a bit more expensive, but not as expensive as the others, because even though the fabric was quite expensive, you're advertising my brand. So of course I'm not going to charge you. I'm not going to charge you a fortune to advertise me. That would be cheeky. Even though I know a lot of companies do, that's not what I'm going to do. So that's the Ali M's Beauty ones. I'm only a bit disappointed because I thought when I ordered it that the Ali M's Beauty logo was going to be like that, and it was going to be dotted around the whole fabric, so you could just see it dotted everywhere. So I might get that redone if anyone's interested in that. So that's the two fabrics there. So let me just show you some of the other colours. And now the other thing is, before I show you the plain fabrics, I've also ordered this pink pure silk. That's why I'm not taking it out of the bag. I don't want to get it dirty. This is pure silk. And I am going to be making... You think the huge logo is very cool. Yeah, it's just, I think when you got it on your face, you can't, and it's pleated up, you can't see it properly. I think if it had been a scarf or something else, you know, a scarf or something where it wasn't pleated, you could actually see the logo. Maybe I'll make some scarves. We'll see. This is the pink silk. I did get another silk, which was really lovely kind of mottled pink, but when it arrived it was actually chiffon silk, and it wouldn't have made a mask, although I'm going to think what I can make with that. There are some face masks that have got a scarf underneath, so I might have a go at doing those, but this is the silk. So I am going to be making some pink silk masks, but again they're going to be more expensive because the fabric, this fabric was quite expensive to buy. So obviously, again, just recouping my costs. But they will be a very competitive compared to similar pure silk masks. I've got a pure silk mask from Slip Silk, and it is lovely against your face, and it's supposed to be healthy for your face. So I'm going to make them at a competitive rate for you all. So let me just show you. Right, let me show you some of the ones that I've made up. So we have, I think you've seen some of them on Instagram, but I'll just show you again. So you've got the lilac ones there. You've seen the Ali M's Beauty. You've seen the lilac. So in the plain colours, you have light pink, which looks like this. Okay, you have blue. When I started doing this, I didn't know I was really going to get going, and I can't get this fabric anymore, but I can get very similar. This is light blue. So light blue, light pink, dark pink, and think someone that saw these last week said she liked this colour. This is the green, khaki green. And then I've got some patterned ones. I've got this oh, and also, sorry, just showing you this one. I've got this colour as well. I haven't made those up yet. Quite bright, but similar kind of. I did have loads of navy in this fabric and they just went. All my neighbours and family wanted blue. So I've restocked the blue fabric because navy blue seems to be a popular choice. But not in exactly the same fabric as this. This has got a slight kind of dotted pattern on it. But I can get plain. So that's that. And then, let me just put those back there. I've got a pale lemon fabric. Let me show you that one. Again, I haven't made these ones up, but I've cut them out, ready to do. There's a pale lemon fabric. All of these are that basic price. All of the plain, all of the just sort of normal. I've got some patterned fabric. Now this fabric design I've got in pink, purple and green. So they're different kinds of patterns. Like you could get a green mix if you want, with different green mixes, or with different green pink mixes or whatever. Again, same price. And what else? Oh, a couple left over, or if it's a popular choice, I can get some more. Some music fabric with grand pianos and music notes on. That's going to be fun. And then yesterday I got some more navy blue fabric, which is here. Because everybody wants navy. So I bought 2 meters of navy fabric. So there's going to be plenty of navy masks if anybody wants navy. I can do that. And I've got these patterns here. Again, got to make them up. But I've got a little process going now. It's like a little factory at night. I kind of get going with them all. These ones. And I've just got some new fabric that's arrived. Where's the new fabric that's arrived? Oh, I brought it in to show you. And I don't know what I've done with it. These ones, this batik fabric, I think is going to be quite popular. And I've got a limited amount. I've made up some and I've got these left. But I cannot, they're out of stock of this fabric at the moment, which is so annoying because these look really cool on. You'll have seen a picture of my sister and her boyfriend wearing these in Glastonbury. But I do have some of those. Where's that other fabric that I just bought? I bought it here to show you. Where is it? Where are you? Where are you? Ah, here. Purple ones, different purple. So some of them are patterned, some of them are plain. So there's loads of choice and And again, if you've got particular whatever, just let me know. Right. So I don't know. Do you want me to put some makeup on? I started to do a first impression review the other day of this Magnetone foundation brush. And I really did a first... Don't worry, Stacey. Look, I didn't tell anyone I was doing this. I don't expect you all to drop what you're doing, right, when I just pop up and just be spontaneously available. So please, no need to apologise. So I was doing a first impression review the other day and I was so annoyed because it really was a first impression. Took it out of the box, said, I'm so excited about this, and it was faulty. So it's had to go back. But I've got this, I've still got the spare brushes, but I haven't actually got the brush because it's had to go back, and they won't send me a replacement until they've received the one that's gone back, which is, you know, so I had to go to, my lighting's doing funny things again. Thank you. I must do that skincare video now, I think. So this is the Magnetone makeup brushes, and it goes on a, there's a device, and it sonically puts it on your face. So I can't wait to show you that, but it's gone back because it was faulty. So as soon as that arrives, I can't wait to show you that. And I've ordered all the Charlotte Tilbury, but it's not arrived yet. It's, you know, Charlotte Tilbury's taking her time. No expedited delivery offered again. I'm just going to put some sunscreen on. And let's put some sunscreen on. You ordered the jewel pots and the glosses. I saw, Rebecca, I saw your swatches on Instagram. They look quite sheer, the lip products. I hope that they actually, I must look at your review because you probably put out a review. I tend not to watch reviews, guys. If I'm doing a first impression, I don't watch anyone else's reviews. It's not that I'm not supporting my lovely Rebecca, but I don't like to inadvertently be influenced or repeat something that they've said. And Rebecca and I often say the same things anyway. But if I don't watch the video, then I won't feel like, oh no, Rebecca said that, I can't say that. It just makes me tie up my words and think I can't say that because she said that. And I get really self-conscious. So I tend not to watch a first impression review before I do mine, which is why I haven't, if Rebecca's done hers, I haven't looked at it yet. And it's actually quite funny because when we do put out first impression reviews, I do end up saying a lot of what Rebecca said, but at least I know that I haven't copied what she said. But we do end up having very similar views on things and saying things in the same way, which is quite amusing, especially now that you know that I don't look at her videos before. Hi, Melania. Oh, who's Melania? Hello, Melania. Oh, hello, Melania. Hello, Melania Weepitch, or it's pronounced probably very differently. Wypick, maybe. So yeah, I'm just chatting to you all. Saturday morning chat. You've seen my mask. If anybody's interested, I'll put the prices up below, and you can pay me by PayPal using my email address, aliemsbeauty@gmail.com. That is set up so that basically it'll go to me. If you go into PayPal and put in my email address, you should be able to pay me via PayPal that way. Now, I just used Ultrasone SPF 50 plus anti-pigmentation. Now, I've used the La Roche-Posay one. I've gone back to this one. And the reason I've gone back to it is, I don't know if you can see, but I think they're both equally as good. The La Roche-Posay one is very good. But this one has got a slight upper hand in that it sinks into the skin really quickly. And it dries down. Can you see that? So I find with the La Roche-Posay one, if I want to put foundation or something over the top, it still feels a little bit sticky. And it just ends up feeling like you've got layers of stuff. Whereas this just sinks straight in. So this has got a slight advantage for me. And is my favourite. And I have been using this for a long time. I like Heliocare. But at the moment, QVC have got a duo pack of these. I just ordered some, stocked up. So they've got two for, I think it was for, I think they worked out as £22 each, which is actually very good because they're normally 30 odd each. So I stocked up on these because, have a look on QVC. So if you like, the only thing is that if you're fairer, it is tinted, and the tint is quite, I think if you were very fair skinned, the tint would be too dark for you. So I would only get this if you were, let me try it on my palest part of my arm. I'd only get this if you were above, say, a 2 in Charlotte's foundation. Otherwise, can you see in the lid, the grungy lid, that it's quite, it looks quite dark. See? So, yeah, it might make you look a bit orange, but that's the same with the La Roche-Posay one as well. It might blend out. I mean, that's blended out, but that's still my arm. So, yeah, just be careful. They do an untinted one, but the untinted one gives you a bit of a white hue. You're so glad. Oh, you got your order in the blushes. As they're so nice. Ordered another Magic Away and setting spray. You've ordered the Passion blush as well. Because you like the Dream one. Lovely. Hello, Rachel. So do have a look back at the beginning of my video, because I'm doing a plug for my mask. I don't know what I'm going to put on, but basically I'm going to put on, I'm now surrounded by boxes of face masks that I don't want to touch because my hands are covered in foundation. I'm going to just put on whatever's around me at the moment. So, because I kind of just wanted to come and chat to you guys. It was so spontaneous. I didn't even get any of my makeup like that I would normally, but I thought, yeah, let's do this. I'm just going to put whatever's on here. Let's put a bit of, I know what I'm going to do. Let's put a bit of Studio 10 Glow Plexion. It's all money, money, money. So much makeup, LOL. Well, how long is each mask taking you to make? I'm speeding up now. I've got a little production line going. Each mask, it's really tricky because what I do, I'll tell you what the process that I do is I have a batch of material and I do it in stages. So like one night I'll sit there and I'll cut out a batch of material. So you have to cut out the mask and then you cut out the side pieces. So I'll sit there and I've got a template. I cut them out to the template and then I do a batch and then I put those to one side. And then the next stage is actually ironing in the pleats before you sew them. So you iron in the pleats and then you sew the pleats into place. And so last night I was doing that. I got a load and I was ironing in. I was doing the ironing in. So that, and then I will answer you in a minute, Rebecca. I'm just thinking about it. So then I iron in the pleats and then I do the sewing. The sewing doesn't take too long because I'm using a sewing machine. So it's a couple of seams, then sew in the pleats, then sew in the side bits, turn it inside out, and then sew it again. And then you've got to thread the elastic through the sides, the toggles onto. Now the toggles were taking me an age, right? The toggles were taking me an age because you had to get the. When you get the toggles on, you've got to pull the elastic through this tiny hole, and then I've got a threader, which basically you just do that and they're on straight away. So I was like, yeah, I've found a way to speed up. And then you have to. The last thing is, so the toggles go on, and then the metal bit, stick that inside the mask. So I would say it's really difficult because I do it in stages to say how long each one it takes to make. I would say if I was to just say, right, I'm going to make a mask now, I'll cut it out, I'll iron it, I'll just do one mask, I would say probably 5 minutes. 5 minutes a mask. Maybe 7 minutes, possibly. But because I do it in stages, it's difficult. I must do one from start to finish just to see how long it takes me to do it, shouldn't I? I'll do that. The silk ones are going to take me a bit longer because they're silk. I'm not going to be able to just pick up an iron and start just right cut iron. I've got to take a bit more care with the fabric. So it's not just that the silk is more expensive to buy, but you can't treat it like cotton or you're going to ruin it. So, yeah. I'm really intrigued, though, about this thing about treating the fabric with vinegar, white vinegar and water, and whether I can't wait now to wash that mask and see whether or not the pleats have stayed in, because that's the only thing I don't like about them. They look so nice when they're new. They look like that, and then you wash them, and when you've washed them, they're like that. And I want the pleats to stay, but this one I've treated, and I can confirm I can't smell vinegar. I've treated this and I can't smell vinegar. So I'm going to let you know about that, because I think some people might be disappointed once they wash them and the pleats have gone. And they think, oh, that doesn't look anything like when I bought it. So that's why I'm experimenting. So I will let you know, and I'm going to give you the choice. Do you want me to treat it with vinegar and water mix, or do you want me to leave it alone? And I'll leave it up to you. It depends whether you want to keep the pleats or not. If you don't like the idea of white vinegar being on your mask, then you can say, no, I don't want it treated. I'm not going to charge you extra for a bit of white vinegar, by the way. I could do, couldn't I? Say, oh, I do a special pleat crease treatment. You know, if I was a business, would you like your pleat, like they do with sofas, would you like your pleat crease treatment? That'll be an extra £5. Do you know, I paid extra for my sofa to have these things on the bottom that are supposed to help you move the sofa. I'm sorry, I'm so busy chatting, I've put no makeup on yet. Right, that helps you to move the sofa. And I paid something like an extra 20 quid to have these on. So it helps you to glide across your carpet. Right, it's supposed to make it lighter to move, right? Otherwise it's impossible, right? I paid about 20 quid for them. And suddenly thought, what are these things on my floor? They come off. They were literally these little, a pleat with binding peptides. Hey, do you know what? Ba-dung. You could treat face masks. You could impregnate them with serum. You know, like Charlotte's dry face mask. You know what I'm thinking? You could put Charlotte's dry face mask inside your mask when you're wearing it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put, when I'm wearing my mask to see my dad, I'm going to, inside this bit, just at my sister calling, I'll call her back in a minute. I'm going to put Charlotte's dry face mask inside there. I am. But hey, somebody's missed a trick. Don't tell anyone. We'll patent that, right? We'll patent that idea. Treated face masks. So inside the mask is something like Charlotte's dry sheet mask. so that when you put it on, you're protecting yourself, but you're also treating your skin. That's such a good idea. We'll have to go to Dragon's Den. Shh, don't tell anyone. I know there's only, what, you know, the potential to share this with that 1,800 people, but shh, shh. Right, I want some foundation. Here's some foundation. I told you it's whatever's near me today. Whatever is near me is going on my face. And that's the It's foundation, It CC cream. My sister's in Glastonbury. I'll tell you a funny story because I've been texting her. And because my phone, you know, your phone gets used to you typing certain things. And whenever I type Glastonbury into my phone, it wants to type it like the lipstick by Charlotte Tilbury, Glastonbury. It keeps wanting to correct it to Glastonbury rather than the place, because I must have typed that more than the town. That's going to be my new motto. I'll tell you a funny story. Yeah, we have a timestamp on this. It's your idea. Well, it's our idea. Oh, you've got to... Right, now listen. Stacey's saying she's tempted to get the Pat McGrath palette because she's got 10% code. I'm tempted to get it, but I haven't got it yet. So have we got any advance on a 10% code, ladies? Because I know you, if anybody's got codes, it's my Ali Pallies. Have we got any advance on a 10% code? I did sleep quite well last night. So I am liking my skin this morning. I think my skin is showing that I slept quite well. It was a bit broken. Yeah, where is Shahina? It's just what I was thinking. Where's Shahina when you need her? No, it's all right. I didn't say I was doing this live, but yeah, Shahina's got the codes. So it's £50, isn't it? So for a 10% code, we get it for 45. Oh, Debenhams are drawing up plans to liquidate their store. That's sad. So there'll be, sorry to say it, this sounds heartless, but there'll be some makeup reductions in Debenhams in the next few days. Just make sure if you order something from Debenhams, ladies, make sure you buy it with PayPal because they're in liquidation. It's very sad. Very sad indeed. I think a lot of this has tipped really good companies over the edge. And I think, you know, department stores are good because you can go in, like, if you're going out, if you're getting ready for an event, you can go and get a dress, you can get your makeup, you can get your scarf, you can get your hat, you can get everything in the same place. I know we've got John Lewis, but Debenhams was always a little bit more affordable. I remember getting my ball gown from Debenhams when I was a student. I had to get I think I was doing a recital. That was it. I was doing a recital, my final recital as a singer. And I had to get a ball gown. It may not have been my final one, I'm thinking, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I was only a poor student. I went into Debenhams. You know, the thing about John Lewis, you go into John Lewis and they've got really expensive brands in there, whereas Debenhams have got their kind of own brand and some cheaper brands. And I managed to get like the ball gown and all the earrings and everything to match and be able to afford it. This was in the day when, you know, I'd buy an Estee Lauder lipstick and cherish it for 10 years until there was none left because I just didn't have the money. Yes, now that's interesting, Bushra. You could. Now, that's very interesting you say that, because dry wipes are what I'm saying you can use in these masks as a filter. But the only thing is with this, it's got a pocket. So basically the dry wipe wouldn't be against your skin, but you could put it on the back. Honestly, I'm gonna experiment later. But yes, so Bush was saying you could put some serum on a dry wipe and let it dry down and then put that into the mask, and that would infuse into your skin. Such a great idea. I don't know why no one's thought of it. Really is. I don't know why no one's thought of it, is to have a face mask infused with serum. 2 in 1. Right, I just put in some Bye Bye Under Eye, and I'm now going to put, but I've got all my IT stuff here. My Bye Bye Pores powder. I've been using this a lot recently. I just think I don't know what it is, but I think it just, I go through phases, as you know, but I think you don't have to work too hard with IT Cosmetics. It just, you know, I can talk to you and put it on and it looks blended well. And the Bye Bye Pores, it really doesn't take away that glow, but it just really helps around these nose areas where you, or anywhere you've got open pores, it just filters them out. I don't normally big myself up, but I am liking my skin this morning. I think that must be a good night's sleep. So I'm not going to put too much on because I'm actually liking my skin. And I'll put some Bye Bye Pores blush on because that's sitting here as well. Just to show you, this is the moisture boost that I was telling you about from Aldi. This is a dupe of Clinique Moisture Surge, which costs about £36, and this is £4.99, and it's got about 8 or 9 of the same active ingredients in it as the Clinique one. I'll tell you what it's got in it. It's got green tea extract, aloe vera. It's oil free. It's like a gel, but it's quite nice for the summer. It's got aloe leaf water. It's got vitamin E. It's got this ferment, which is what basically helps yours. When you see something with ferment in it, it basically helps to restore your pH balance. You know, when you get that tight feeling after you cleanse. That's why I used essences, because they've often got ferment in. Vitamin E, sodium absorbable phosphate. So it's got vitamin C. It's got Camellia sinensis leaf extract. It's got hyaluronic acid. It's got alba bark extract, which is also in the Clinique one. It's got Syllabium mararium extract. I don't know what that is. Lactobacillus ferment. Again, it's going to restore the balance of pH to your skin. It's got tripeptides. I think the Clinique one's got pentapeptides, but tripeptides. And yeah, the other things I don't know, but really good. and it's really refreshing, and it's $4.99. You can get a duo pack online, but if you want to get just one, you have to go in store. And they've got a new eye cream as well. And I'll show you these actually. Let me show. I'll put some blush on. I won't bother with my eyes. I might, but I'm just doing this. I'm really just spontaneously doing this. I'm just going to put a bit of this It Bye Bye Pores blush on, because again, it doesn't show up any pores on your cheeks. I'm just going to get a bigger brush and blend that out a little bit more. Where's my bigger brush? I would if I could find one. Okay, let's clean that off and I'll use it with that one. Oops. Let me show you some Aldi bargains, because we all need bargains with all these Charlotte Tilbury and Pat McGrath new releases. We need some bargains. All right. So these are Plumping lip glosses by Aldi, and they're $2.99 each, and I've got 3 shades. Okay, and they're very good. They have got menthol in them, so they tingle and plump out your lips. If you've got sensitive lips or you don't like using minty things on your lips, then obviously don't. But they're similar-ish to, I would say they're quite similar to Charlotte's collagen lip baths. Right, so we've got Layla. I'll show you, I think Layla's the lightest one. Let me go lightest to darkest. Have I got a wipe? Yes, I have. So this is Layla. That's Layla. Can you see that? Pretty packaging as well. I'm sure this must be a dupe of something. Can anyone tell me what that's duping with the packaging? Because normally Aldi dupes something. So that's Layla. I think that's nice. Very natural. And can you see it does actually plump out your lips? It's feeling very cool and tingly now. Looks like Hourglass and bit like Tom Ford. Very good. $2.99, girls. And they are good. They're really good quality. What? There's nothing bad about them. Tom Ford. Right, now the next one, the next colour up is Christy. I can feel my lips tingling. They're really cool. Quite strong. I would say a bit stronger than Collagen Lip Bath in terms of the cooling, tingling feeling. Probably not great for your lips. If you listen to Nadine Baggott, she says don't put anything like that near your lips. But then that's in Collagen Lip Bath as well. So this one is Christy. Now Christy, isn't Christy a name of a Pat McGrath lipstick? It is, isn't it? So this one's Christy. This one is sort of a cool toned pink, as you can see, and it looked nice with a blue eye makeup, I think. I'm just deliberately putting a thick layer on so you can see how it builds up. And doesn't feel overly gloopy either. So that is Christy. $2.99. Just goes to show how ripped off we are sometimes, doesn't it? Really. And then last is Katie. And this has got it's got vitamin E in it. There is a bit of perfume. But, you know, it's a plumping lip gloss. They've all got stuff in it that we really shouldn't be putting in our lips. That's what makes your lips plump up. Something, basically, they put an irritant. All these plumping lip products put an irritant in your lips to make them swell up. That's it. You can't make your lips swell up without irritating them. So just bear that in mind. And that's whether it's Aldi or Pat McGrath or Tom Ford or super duper expensive anything, right? If it's going to plump your lips, unless somebody's found some wonderful technology that can plump your lips up without irritating them, but the irritant is what actually makes your lips plump. And as Rebecca said, don't try the Too Faced one, because apparently it stings. It's got oh, what's it got in it, Rebecca? I said it the other day. Was it not cardamom? It's got something else beginning with C. A spice that actually tingles, makes your lips tingle, but it makes them sting. Yeah, it's not cardamom. It's something else. Capsicum. Capsicum. No, not cinnamon. It's capsicum. So if you're not sure whether or not you can handle it, try putting capsicum on your lips. Apparently it stings. I think that's bad. Why would you do that? Anyway, so this one is Katie. This is the darkest. There's 3 of them available, and this is the darkest one. It's called Hellspice. Now that with a lip liner underneath is perfect. So I definitely recommend those for it. So you can get all 3 in a set for $7.98. And they look nice on your dressing table. Sort of rose gold design. So definitely recommend those. What's there not to love? Let me see what I can put on. I was going to do, if I had it here, I'm just having a look at what I can do. Because there's so many new products I actually haven't shown you yet. Where's my other one? I was looking for a palette by Huda. My emerald one. I thought it was out. Where's my emerald palette? Or have I put it away? I thought it was out. I thought it was out. Where are you, palette? I'll find it when I come off here. That's normally what happens. I normally, when I get new things, I leave them in this area so that when I do a video, I can say, oh, I've got this as well, which is why I had those Aldi lipsticks there. But can't see it. Well, that's a shame. I've got this one, but it's not really going to go with what I'm wearing. Let me show it you anyway. I don't think I'll put it on, though. I got 2 Huda palettes recently. Oh, here it is. Here's the green one. I got 3, but you've seen the neon one. This is the ruby one. That's the ruby one. Ruby Obsessions. I got loads of the Obsessions palettes originally, but these are ones that I didn't get. And this is the green one. I might do a bit of green, but I'm going to do simple green look today. I'm not going to go overboard. Mind you, how many times have I said that? And then I start and think, oh, let's try and add a bit of this and a bit of that. Do you know what? I'm just going to take this very light green shade here. And I'm going to put it over my entire lid. And it's matte as well, this one. So it doesn't matter if I get near the hood. You've all gone very quiet. Are you concentrating or have you fallen asleep? I wouldn't blame you if you have, by the way, with me rambling on. I've been told I've got quite a soothing voice. I feel like leaving this completely matte and going for, let's go for this darker green. I very rarely do a completely matte eye. So I feel like doing that today. They're not always the easiest ones to blend, these ones. No, it's, do you know what? I realise that you're all concentrating. It's probably a good sign when you've all gone quiet. So I'm just putting a darker green on my socket. You're changing the bed sheets. I love hearing what people are doing when they're watching me. Somebody once, I can't remember who it was, somebody once filmed themselves watching me. Or I may not have been actually on, but she did a film of where she was sitting when she watches me do a get ready with me. And it was at a dressing table, and she said, there's the monitor, and that's where you come on. And she had a picture of me on the monitor. It was so sweet. And it was really nice. And somebody else sent one once a message to me, and she said, I'm in the States, and I'm waiting to fly out from somewhere in the States. And she said, I've got 2 hours to wait for my flight. And I'm sitting in the departure lounge watching you on my laptop. And I just love that, because I got to visualise. There's a woman, isn't that great? There's a woman in it. I know little things, you know, but they really mean a lot to me. I thought, there's a woman now in America sitting in a departure lounge watching me. It's crazy. I'm just putting this one. See, I said I was going to keep it simple, but I just need to get this a bit darker in the corner. Oh, you've got your CT clay mask. You won't have a problem because the mask doesn't go all flaky, does it? You'll be fine. So Bushra's got a mask on, but she hasn't taken it off. She hopes you won't have a problem. I'm sure you won't. If I could wear my leg mask throughout my 1 hour live the other day. You're just on your lunch break. You're making bacon rolls. So Maria's on her lunch break and Stacey's making bacon rolls. I'm just putting some khaki in the corner. Just to give me a socket where I don't have one because of my hoodedness. So I'm going to really resist the temptation to put sparkle on my mobile lid because I really want to keep this matte for a change. Put a bit of that lime green under here. And I'll use highlighter or something up there. Right, this is going to come together when I put the liner on, I think. I hope. What shall I put on? I know, I'm going to put on my classic black. If I can find it. The classic black. Where are you, the classic black? There you are. No, that's... Oh, it is the classic black. Just need to sharpen. So it's sort of ending up a little bit like the Rebel look, isn't it? Even down to the lip gloss. I think this is my favourite Charlotte Tilbury eye pencil, this one. The classic black. It's so soft and pigmented. And it's flattering as well. The thing about the liquid ones is they're okay when you're about 15. But you end up getting drag lines if you haven't got taut eyelids. And then I'm going to do a bit of mascara. Yes, please, Stacey. Yes, please. Stacey said should she send me the 10% code off? Would look good with your uniform at work. Thank you, Stacey. I think, you know where I hesitate? I thought, obviously got into this thing of getting all Charlotte Tilbury's new releases, which is fine. I've ended up being a Charlotte Tilbury collector. But I don't want to get sucked into getting all Pat McGrath's new releases. And I'm thinking, do I need it? I've got the Rose 1 and 2. Do I really need this new one? And again, it's limited edition, and it, you know, it's a fear of missing out. And I don't know. Have you got your one? Has anyone got the new palette yet? The £50 one. I don't want to start getting sucked into getting all Pat McGrath's. You have to play up your eyes with a mask on. That is very true. That is very true. Do you know what I was thinking yesterday when I was getting to go out? I was thinking, what's the point of putting my nice lipstick on? Because you can't see it under a mask. I know it's sometimes about how you're feeling, but also the lipstick comes off on the mask. You have to clean lipstick off your mask. It's a bit disconcerting that you can't actually... I must show you later on, by the way. I got a mask made for when I'm visiting my dad, and I took a photograph of the lower part of my face, because you can get a photo put on a mask. And I thought it would be a way of him recognising me when I go and see him with the mask on. So he's got the mask, and then it's got a picture of my lips, like the lower part of my face. And I put it on. I thought, I can't wear that when I go and visit my dad. It'll give him a scare. I look like a spitting image puppet of myself. It was so weird. I must show you a picture later. I'll post it on the community, but it looked really weird. I mean, it's funny, but it looked weird. Yeah, and you could put, I think this would look good with the eye cheat, or something like the eye cheat on. Let me put the eye cheat on. I'm really proud of myself that I didn't put any sparkle on, because I'm always doing that. And I'm trying to get out of the comfort zone of always putting a bit of sparkle on my... Not trying to, it's nice to change things up. Oh dear, where's my eye cheat? I've got 3 of them. I need to get rid of this one, actually, because I need to throw it out, because I've got a couple of new ones. I can't, well, imagine it with the eye cheat. The other thing, of course, you could do is put a contrasting colour on, which is really wacky, but it actually works. Let's do this. Let's do the Daniel Sandler Aqua one. I shouldn't do that. Do you know what? I keep thinking I shouldn't go right into the corner, because that's where your tear duct is. Do people avoid that area when they're putting theirs on? Let's do that. It doesn't really matter that it's blue, because it tricks the eye into thinking, no, it must be green, it must be green. And I definitely need to do my brows. You can't have a look like that and not do your brows. I'll do that, and then I think I should get on with my day. I'm just using the Benefit one, Gimme Brow. I have 2 of these in my car. So if I haven't done my brows, I get in the car, obviously not when I'm driving, but I'll pull up outside somewhere. Before I go in, I'll just quickly do that. Never used to do my brows until about 5-6 years ago. I always found that if I did anything to my brows, I just end up looking like the Incredible Hulk. But as you get older, they get a bit, they thin out, and then you have to do your brows. But before that, I would never touch them. Like, obviously I'd shape them, but I wouldn't put any makeup on them. I really could do with some highlighter, but I haven't got any here. I know what I'm going to do though. This has got a kind of neutral highlightery shade in it. Just to go, this is my Charlotte Darling palette. I'm just going to use a prime shade just to go up here under my brow. And because pigment is pigment, I'm going to use it as a highlighter. So this is the prime shade of Charlotte Darling. I'm just going to use it as a highlighter. In fact, I might mix it with a little bit of that one. Just tap some of that off on my hand so it doesn't look too mad. Quite like that as a highlighter. Because, ladies, pigment is and as I haven't got any bronzer, I'm going to use this one as a sculpt. Because it'll work. Just give me a bit more of a cheekbone. Pigment is pigment. So a matte brown will give you a kind of sculpt shade. And what I often do at the end, when I'm doing a look, just at the end, is I'll get my bronzer and I'll pinch the bronzer brush, and with my bronzer that I've just used, I just do that. Just to give you a bit of a transition into that eye look. So that's my look. Aldi and Huda Beauty, and a bit of Charlotte Tilbury on my cheeks, and all sorts of things today. So I hope you've enjoyed today, and don't forget, if you're interested in my masks, they are available. You can email me on aliemsbeauty@gmail.com, and that's also how you can pay me by PayPal. And I'll leave all the details below, and I will let you know when I've done a few more Ali M's Beauty masks and the makeup masks and the silk masks, so that if you're wanting any of those, then yeah, and I'll let you know the prices of them all. So have a lovely Saturday, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.